And now back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic and your host, Bobby Likis.
And welcome back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic. Call me with your car questions at 888 Car Clinic. With us on the hotline now from the New York International Auto Show is Dave Larsen, product manager for Jaguar Land Rover North America. Dave, this is your first time on Car Clinic. Glad to have you in the house.
Thanks, Bobby. How are you today?
Just fine, thank you. I know that you're doing well there in the New York International Auto Show. Let's get right to it. This year's show marks the North American debut of the FType SVR. And folks, for you out there listening who may not be familiar, SVR means Special Vehicle Racing. The FType SVR is not only the first ever Jaguar to wear the SVR badge, but also the fastest production sports car the company's ever made. Dave, tell us a little more about the car's capabilities.
Well, I'll tell you, our team over at Special Vehicle Operations has taken the FType R and made it that much better. It is lighter, it is faster, and the performance is even better.
Well, Dave, what are some of the key engineering changes made to the FType in order to establish a new performance benchmark within the Jaguar brand with the FType SVR?
Well, one of the goals was a top speed for this vehicle, and we achieved 200 miles an hour on the coupe and 195 on the convertible. And in order to achieve that, you need to have function, and that's where you'll see a lot of carbon fiber elements added to the vehicle. It's actually wider and longer. It has special aerodynamics and finished off at the rear with a active wing, which helps with the downforce.
Well, let's talk about Jaguar Land Rover just a bit. How are the brand's next generation of cars going to transform the business, you think, in the United States over the next year?
Well, I'll tell you, it couldn't be more of an exciting time to be part of Jaguar. It took us over 80 years to have a model lineup of 5 products, 2 of which we're going to introduce in all new segments. So this May, we're going to introduce the new XE with a starting price point of $34,900. And then our first sports utility vehicle with the F-Pace, which is going to start at a price of $40,900.
Well, that's a great key point. That's a great figure there. We're talking with Dave Larsen, product manager for Jaguar Land Rover North America. Dave, the FType SVR is Jaguar's fastest, most performance-oriented series production car ever made in Jaguar. How do you go about combining technical performance while maintaining the high-level craftsmanship and design that we all know Jaguar to be?
Well, it had to be functional, so a lot of elements were added. The engine output has been increased 25 horsepower up to 575. To keep that engine cool, we had functioning vents in the hood with larger air intakes in the front bumper to channel the air and cool the engine. We also have 398 millimeter brake rotors, which will help aid in the stopping, because when you're doing 200, you got to make sure you're able to stop it.
I understand that the chassis is just chock full of electronics with everything from the stability control or vector control. Give us the 30,000-foot view of just an overview of the electronics that enhance the driver experience.
Well, what we've done is optimize the engine for key performance, so 575 horsepower, and that's made it to an 8-speed transmission, which has been optimized also for performance. One of the great things about this vehicle is the exhaust. It is a titanium exhaust, which is 32 pounds lighter and delivers an incredible sound.
And I understand there's some carbon fiber tucked in there somewhere as well as an option, correct?
Yes, carbon fiber is available throughout the vehicle. And depending how it's equipped, you could have a vehicle that's about 110 pounds lighter than the FType R.
Just a couple of final questions, Dave, and I appreciate your time today from the show there in New York. With the expanding and the latest additions to the newly fully transformed lineup, where is the brand headed?
Well, last year we celebrated Land Rover as the fastest growing brand in calendar year 15. And with the new products we're introducing with Jaguar, I hope we're in a similar position this time next year.
Well, those are lofty goals, and I'm sure that you will meet them. Just as an FYI, I drive an XJL that I had specifically made. It's a one-off, and it is the most gorgeous car I've ever owned. Just one final question for you, Dave, and that is a website where our Car Clinic listeners and viewers can get more information.
That would be jaguarlandrover.com.
Great. Dave Larsen, Product Manager, Jaguar Land Rover, all about the new Jaguar SVR. Thank you, Dave. Thanks for joining us today, and take care. I'll let you get back to the show.
All right. Thanks a lot, Bobby.